Hi there. My name doesn't matter. It never has. Fuck life. I was clean for 3 days. It broke only a few hours ago. 3 days doesn't seem like a lot, but I'm only 18. It was a record for me.
Countless of us exist. I'm sure this letter is but another among an endless array of stories and dismays of the human heart. Loud feelings that come across as quiet and intimate conversations when you read them aloud to yourself.
Today was my first time visiting a new city. It made me think about what other firsts I'm due to witness. The first time I have sex and know the person's name. The first time I feel looked at with love. The first time I feel comfortable in my own skin.
I'm 35. Been in the military since I was 17. Forced into a life of sacrifice and responsibility due to my abusive family. But with each story, I was reassured that I wasn't alone. Reminded that we're all stars, drifting across the galaxy of life. Some shooting, some drifting. Let us love one another a little more as our stars drift by one another.
Without stories, we fade away. That's all we are. Stories.
Each and every one of us has a story. Times of strength and love, dismays and wounds unhealed.
It's human nature to lead a narrative centered around personal experience. But to remember every single person you pass is living their own story is crucial to acting against an empathy deficit.
The Scientific American on September 17th, 2020, defines an empathy deficit as feelings of panic, pain, fear, and frustration resulting in the neglected acknowledgement of the reality that those around us experience. Trauma often shields us from connecting through empathy, often resulting in the inability to heal from those traumatic experiences.
Acknowledge the reality of other stories. Anonymity is a powerful creature that blocks us from acting in kindness and love. With that, selections of anonymous confessions from The Strangers Project and our own personal stories. Today, we are anonymous, our stories woven into those of others as if we are total strangers ourselves.
In this activity, we pride ourselves on the transparency of our stories, speaking our experiences and truths as a result of our lived realities.
But in life, other stories are kept in anonymity. To act in kindness and love is to accept anonymity as grounds for empathy.
So with that, a performative diary.
Because you don't need to know my story to extend your kindness.
I am nothing special, but Jesus Christ, how I wish I was more.
Anonymity is funny. Here are some things I've never told anyone. I cut myself with a razor. Just enough so it won't scar, but it will bleed and it will hurt. I hate my stomach. I try to starve myself, and I hate myself when I fail. Every single day, I want to kill myself.
Last night, a friend looked at me dead in the eyes and told me that she didn't want me to disappear. I don't know.
It didn't feel real.
And it's the strangest feeling in the world, being in love with your abuser. I still imagine him holding me at night when I'm lonely. I remember the day before I got the courage to leave. I looked in the mirror and I couldn't recognize myself.
I am a chameleon. What? No, not literally. Chameleons don't have thumbs. Wait, do they? I don't know. What I do know is that I have been made to blend in, to live in my existence as if I don't. I feel like I never truly belong. I'm simply a spectator in my own life.
Today has been consumed mostly by finding out that my best friend is a rapist. I wanted to buy a knife. I didn't.
I looked it up. Chameleons do have thumbs, but Google won't tell me if they can draw pictures or not. I'm 18 years old and I am a prostitute. I was abused as a child and came to New York to escape when I was 12. Of I don't mind my job. At the end of the day, I go home with money to feed myself. What? Oh, no. I don't mind sacrificing my body. Vaginas are usable for a reason.
If I wrote a suicide note, what would it be? Would I even be able to write one knowing it would be the date card on my gravestone?
What color ink would I use? Pink is my favorite, but perhaps black would be more appropriate.
Who would find it? What paper would I use?
What way do I fold it?
Who would I address?
What would I say? As a child, I had to make sure I didn't do anything to anger my father when he was drunk and in one of his moods. I learned to hide my siblings away behind closed doors to survive the yelling and the anger. To protect them. To teach them how to be a chameleon.
I've spent the past 4 months trying to get past my own rape. Nearly 3 years ago, my ex-husband, he was in the army. All I had was him. He did it when I was asleep. They told me whoever could do something like that is sick. A monster. I felt hurt.
If I wrote a suicide note, would people be angry with me?
Would they be tragically heartbroken, even eerily content?
Chameleons change color. I change everything about myself to survive. To live in my existence inexistent. I long to live boldly, to let my colors be neon and vibrant as they clash with my environment. I was assaulted at 12. I could have pressed charges. I was afraid.
I've been running all my life.
I've never been in love. I've been to 2 different psych hospitals.
Tried to kill myself 3 times before I turned 18. I'm glad I'm alive now, but I wished I was dead.
I think I'm in love with my roommate. It's messy.
I don't cry when I need to, and I assume that everyone hates me.
Maybe being a chameleon isn't such a bad thing. If I have to hide who I am to survive, I'll take it.
He was found not guilty. He confessed to not having consent. And the military still let him walk. He had the last word.
With the note, have my last breath, my last blink.
My last tear.
I don't want to be strong. I want the world to be kind to me.
Why does everyone tell me that I'm strong as if that's some kind of solace?
I don't want strength. Not if I have to pay for it with a broken heart.
Broken ribs.
Broken fingers.
I don't want to die for it. I'd rather the world love me.
All it does is break me in the name of making me stronger.
Why do we all reach for strength if that's anything more than growing numb?
Becoming the pain instead of enduring it.
I just want the world to simply be kind. So let us love one another a little more as our stars drift by one another.
Life's gotten better. It will for you too, stranger. Anonymity is funny like that.
So struggle onward, my fellow Stardust Crusader.